20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna give you a simple model. I need you to repeat after me. The model's 3 letters. The letters are A, C, T. You ready? A, C, T. Let me hear it. A, C, T. All right. A stands for when you hear something from one of these panelists that you want to take action on, you make a note of that. I'm going to go home today and do that. I'm going to walk out in the hallway and do that. A is for action. C is for something you want to change. You hear a new paradigm. These gentlemen are about to change the way you think. So when you identify something you want to change, you put a little C next to it on your paper and you go change that. And T is for teach. How many of you are here to serve other people in your community, other people in your group? Make some noise. T, when you hear something that you can go teach someone, you make a note of that and you act. A, C, T, everybody. It is a privilege and an honor to right now invite to the stage Carlos German, Jay Kinder, Al Stacek, and Dan Beer. Let's go.
All right, guys. Who's ready to take their agent attraction to the stratosphere? Come on, guys. Who's ready? Let's hear it for these guys. These guys represent tens of thousands of agents attracted to this amazing company. And they're going to distill the principles that you can apply today to be able to take your business to the next level and grow. Thank you so much, guys, for jumping in here and bringing the fire. And I want to start with Dan. Dan, the first thing we need to do is set the stage, right? What is the opportunity? What do you see in the market, and how can they take advantage of it?
Yeah, I think a lot of people right now are thinking about what does it look like right now? What's going on in the mind of the agent? What is the opportunity? And here's what I tell you. I'd want you to start thinking about, because when people say, is this the best time to be doing this? Well, I think it's just like any other time. Last I checked, has there been any time in which an agent doesn't want you to contribute to them, isn't looking for growth, isn't looking for mentorship, isn't looking for your contribution to helping them move from where they are to where they want to be? So let me give you the big secret formula here for agent attraction. Start being kinder. Start giving. Don't be a jerk. How about that one? Now, what does it mean? Because I think it means something different than you might be suspecting. What it means is, well, you're at a great event right now. Were you kind enough to invite somebody? You go to a panel, a class, a local class, you travel somewhere. You go to Sales Mastery with all our eXp brothers and sisters in Fort Lauderdale. Were you kind enough to help another agent get there too so that they could grow? Because guys, that's all agent attraction is. Agent attraction and what we call revenue share is simply a reflection. It's a scoreboard of how much you're contributing to the lives of the agents around you, period. That's all it is. And if you focus there and get off the money, you'll see the money.
Amazing, awesome. Guys, be kind, add value, make a contribution to people's lives. Now, leadership is all about leading by example, Dan. So what are your business goals for you, for your organization? Where do you see yourself in the future?
So our business goals for the future as related to agent attraction is, well, think about what I just said. So how can we, our goals, my personal goals in leading are to host a very large-scale event come, we were just talking about late February or early March, is to host local masterminds on a monthly basis, or to continue to do our weekly Monday mastermind via Zoom, and to have 2 other in-person events over the course of the year. But that's my goal. Yeah. Interestingly enough, I can't achieve those goals on my own. So within, all you have to do is revisit what I just said a moment ago. That's going to require a lot of kind, giving, well-intended, open, abundant agents who will just simply invite somebody to a wonderful event that, by the way, is going to be designed to make that agent go, holy smokes, thank you for that. That was awesome, whether they ever join us or not. And whether they ever join us or not, that's the key, because now we can invite with integrity to something that is genuinely going to improve their business. And that's our goals.
Amazing, very good. Events, guys, you gotta be leveraging events and being a world-class invited. Now, Albie, the market, is shifting. There's some changes. There's some headwinds. We keep hearing that. So how are you doing things differently? How can they see around the corner and leverage this opportunity that Dan is talking about?
Yeah, I think what we're really doing is we're doubling down on the basics and things that work. Boldness, and I'm doubling down on deposits. Boldness meaning, I don't know if anyone out here has ever been nervous or afraid to talk to someone about this opportunity of this amazing company. I've had some big names, and so I just decided to be bolder. I decided to write names down on my board, on my list of people that I'm going to be inviting to events like Dan's and ours, and I'm just going to go out there and call them and do it, because the last thing I want is someone coming to me saying, man, I really was interested, but you never said anything to me about eXp. I thought that maybe, it wasn't for me. And I never want to live with that regret of not sharing the opportunity with someone who needs to hear it. So that's the boldness piece. The deposits is really just with social media. We're doubling down on video. We're doubling down on the deposits that we make into the relationships in our market, outside of our market, now on a global scale. And that's what's worked for us in the past. In good markets, it's going to work in the bad. But when things start to turn even more, they're going to need us more. So I'm just doubling down on the deposits, doubling down on the boldness, making sure that I'm calling. If you were to look at my board, it's a board full of brokers, big team leaders, people that most people are afraid to call. Those are the ones I'm calling first. So.
Amazing, very good. So basically, you guys are saying these are tried and true strategies. You're doubling down on those, implementing what works, and they should be doing the same thing, no matter the market, no matter the challenges, no matter who they're going after, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about who to go after if you really want to go big. Jay, top talent. We know one agent can change the game for anybody here. I know my story, obviously, being able to attract some quality top talent to this company. So how can they go out and make that happen?
Well, I think the key, and one of the beautiful things about this company is, and we're all entrepreneurs, so we all think we have to do it on our own, but it's leveraging events, leveraging this event. This is what Dan was saying is 100% true. Focus on adding value. The money takes care of itself. And even the best people in the world, the people that you're afraid to talk to, are the people that you need to write down on that list, and you need to be more bold. And you owe it to them. And even if you don't know how to solve their biggest problems, there's somebody in this company that can solve their biggest problems. And getting them on the phone with people is what I've seen work the best for getting the most talented people to come over. You don't have to do it alone. Leverage the talent this company has and the people in this organization to help you with getting those people over. I think that's the mistake that a lot of people make, is they think they have to do it all themselves. And really, you can leverage any of us anytime, get us on calls, get them to events. Let the heavy lifting be done by that, as opposed to feeling like you have to do it on your own.
Yeah, a lot of the time I feel is about being humble, right? Like, be humble, don't do it alone. I mean, I know we all can go and talk to somebody, but leveraging each other is the way to win this game, and it makes a huge difference. Now, there are obstacles, and I'm sure you've seen agents go after some top producers, and they find some obstacles, they find some challenges. So what are those obstacles that you've seen agents encounter, and how can they overcome them?
I think the tallest trees have the deepest roots, and you just have to continue to stay in conversation with folks. I think sometimes we give up too early before the opportunity really is available and the right timing is there. And there's more timing. The timing is right now, better than it's ever been. I'm more excited about this market than I've been in a long time, because now there's a huge opportunity where people are going to listen. And keep making those contacts. Don't give up. Leverage. Keep getting people to the next event. Keep inviting. Keep adding value. Keep doing those things. And eventually those people are going to come. They may not come today. They may not come tomorrow. They may not come for 3 years. But you have to stay diligent about continuing to stay in conversation and keep that list in your mind. You know the people you're going to continue to reach out to. And then, again, leverage. Get them on calls with other people that can help them. Even if you don't know the solution, you know somebody that does. And that's the key to growth with talent, if you want to bring talented people over.
Excellent, excellent. Dan, what would you say is the reason agents sometimes don't believe, right? Because today is a big thing. We want them to live here believing that they can do it, believing that they can attract. And what happens to some people that they get stuck and don't believe?
Well, I see people getting stuck in different ways. You said something earlier, and you know who's the most guilty of it? The doing it alone thing, which gets you stuck? You top producers out there. You're the most guilty of it because you're used to that. I mean, you're doing so many things. You can handle everything. You don't need... This is not that game. I don't do very much of this alone at all. So just to put that out there. The other thing, Carlos, is the thing you hear a lot will be, oh, but you know, can I still believe in it because we're not 2,000 agents anymore. It's 80,000 agents or 85,000 agents. Did they say 86 earlier today? Did they say that or no? I'm not trying to make that
85.
85. We'll stick there. So, well, let's do a little math exercise. Let's visit a company that's, about 150,000 or so agents. By the way, not fueled by this model, where you actually have to build all across and if you're on a mountaintop in Montana and no branch near you, can't join. Okay, so anyway, let's visit 150,000 agents. That was also about that or so. Like I don't know the exact numbers. It doesn't really matter. Like you'll get the point. 5 years ago. Okay, but here's the question. We know the turnover rates in real estate. So the question is, were those the same 150 whatever thousand agents 5, 6, 7 years ago as they are today? Any statistic anywhere would tell you no. 30, 40, 50, whatever the percentage is, are actually brand new to the company, correct? So I hope you understand what I'm saying here. Number one is we're fueled by something that this industry, Glenn said it when he came up here, we have changed the industry, period. You will not see the old you'll see somebody go out there and try it. I think John used the word ding dong earlier, so I'll use that too. But it's changed, the game's changed. So this is what it is now. And we are fueled on just a model that will go so much faster, but also you have to think about the fact that within the industry, what's the turnover? So it's not the same 100 and some whatever thousand agents one year versus another. There's tons of opportunity. I mean, did Tristan Omada join yesterday? Did you get that? These things move mountains.
Yeah, and also the next Jay Kinder is developing out there. The next Daniel Beer, the next Al Stacek is developing right now. It's a new agent out there in the market. Like you were a new agent, I'll be at one point, and
A couple years ago.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about that Albie Stasek that's out there for the next person to find. What were you needing at that point, and how can the person that's out there trying to make those deposits that you were talking about find that Al Stacek, add value, and then reap the rewards?
Actually, I think that I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was talking about our journeys in business and the rooms that we're in. And there's the 1 year room versus the 5 year room, the 5 year room versus the 10 year, people that have been in business 10 years. Then there's the 20 and 30 years. Get in the right rooms. Always be, we always say, learn like you're going to live forever. So always be seeking, to take your knowledge and your thinking to the next level. And the best way to do that is to get into the right rooms. Get into rooms like this. Get into great masterminds. Go all in and don't put you're not going to survive if you just put your toe in the water. Go all in and be bold. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, let's hear it. Come on, guys, listen. This works, guys. I'm humbled to be here on a stage with these guys, and I leverage these strategies. I took people to rooms with Jay and introduced them. I said, meet Jay. And today, 2,600 agents later, come on, this works, guys, so implement it. Jay, final thoughts.
Man, the thing that's on the top of my mind is my son's here, and there's a young group of hustlers that are here, and I'm talking 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old, 23 years old, and they're doing their own events. I didn't even know about it, and he was doing their own event, and I was like, what's the goal? He's like, we're just teaching everybody lead generation. And there's emerging talent that's out there, and that's who you want. You want to go get the people that are hungry, humble, and smart. Go find those young up-and-coming talent and have those conversations. It's exciting to see this young group of people that we have that are out there killing it, iconing at 18, 19, 20 years old. It's pretty exciting to see. I'm excited for the young up-and-comers, and I think that's a really exciting part of the company.
We were talking yesterday, like, how did we blink and we're not the young ones anymore?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, yeah.
Awesome, very good. Dan, real quick, some final thoughts for the audience?
I think keep your eyes out for the independents. You want to talk about opportunity. I mean, you guys understand they're carrying expense, liability, headache, this, that, the other, and go ask them, oh, that's all, that's really great, that's awesome. By the way, how much more commission is a seller willing to pay you because you clear the deal in the back room somewhere versus allowing someone else to do it? What do you mean? Yeah, like do they give you an extra percent or is there any incremental income? Guys, this is the platform for independence. By the way, I'm independent. Your Home Team, that's my company. And we broker through eXp, obviously. Independents will start to move in that direction at astonishing rates. Keep your eyes open for that.
Absolutely awesome. Avi, take us home.
Yeah, I would just say, when it comes to being remarkably bold, think to yourself, who are you going to get on a call with Chuck Fazio? How many independent brokers are you going to get on calls with Chuck Fazio, who is brought onto the executive team to help with just that, right? Let Chuck do the heavy lifting. He's a big dude. He can lift. If it was me, my goal would be between now and the end of the year, how many independent brokers are you going to get on three-way calls with Chuck Fazio? That will determine the next 24 months, I believe, of your success.
Absolutely awesome. I mean, having Chuck as a resource for our company to talk to brokers, independents, leaders is so powerful. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. Guys, you've been given tactical actions for you to implement and to take your agent attraction to the next level, to the stratosphere. It's about time for you to make your dreams a reality, for you to believe, and for you to truly build the organization that you've been dreaming about. Thank you so much, guys. Let's hear it for Jay Kinder, Daniel Beer, and Al Stacek.